How's it going, y'all? Welcome to today's video. So in today's video we are going to hopefully be solving a vibration problem. So I have an idea of what it is, and well, I got the part to fix it, but if it's not that, then I have another part that could potentially fix it as well. So we're gonna get this problem solved. It really doesn't do anything as far as like take away from the driving experience, but it does shake a little bit. I just don't want it to do it anymore because this car has a lot of miles on it, and I'd rather it not shake as best as possible. So that all being said, let's get into today's video. Start the intro. Let's go. Okay, so I have the car on right now, as you can tell in the background, and I believe this engine mount right here, which is the passenger side engine mount, I believe that's what's going out, because every single time I start the car, the noise comes from the passenger side, and so that's what I'm assuming it's going to be. We're going to go ahead and replace that right now, and if it isn't that, then we'll have to figure out what else it could be, because I do have the engine mount for the rear, which is down there all the way. The only problem with that one is it's kind of hard to get to. Let's start taking this engine mount off and replace it and see if that fixes the problem, and we'll go from there. So if you guys haven't already, definitely like this video if you guys enjoy it. And for all you Matrix owners that have not done your engine mounts out there, how many miles are on your car? Because I have about 300 and almost 10,000 miles on this setup right here. This might have been changed already. I don't think that's OEM at all, but we're gonna go ahead and change this out and try to see if we can get it around this AC line, because I really don't want to take the AC line out. I think the worst I have to do is just unbolt it. I've never done engine mounts on this car before, except for the transmission mount. So y'all are gonna come with me, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get to it real quick. Also, I feel like it should be important to note, because I made this mistake years and years and years ago, but always bring a jack with you. Not jack stands, just a jack. And you also want to get a piece of wood as well, but you're going to want to put it in between the wood, in between your oil pan and the jack. It looks like someone already jacked up the car from the oil pan sometime in its life, because there's a nice big dent right there on the oil pan. Not sure if that's stock or not, but I do remember this was years ago. But it was one of the reasons why actually I got let go from the performance shop that I used to work at, Kaiju Motorsports, is because I remember vividly I was taking off a transmission mount on a, I believe it was an Acura RSX Type S, probably around the same year my Matrix is, but I went to go take the transmission mount off without supporting the engine or transmission, and the entire thing fell to the side. So that was a very important lesson of what not to do, and since then I have never not put a jack underneath the engine to support it while you take one of the supports off. So just one of those things that you live and you learn, but I've never done that since. And especially when working on cars, it happens time and time again where you mess up and you learn that way. Since then, I haven't destroyed any engine mounts or transmission mounts that way, so that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and take this off. It looks like it's just going to be one bolt underneath the power steering, which the power steering can come out like so, and we can go ahead and get to that bolt right there easily enough. And then After we get that bolt, it's going to be one bolt there, one bolt there. I believe they look all like they're 14s. So, and then 2 bolts right there on the engine bracket, and then hopefully we have enough room to squeeze that. So I think I do have to take the AC lines off. We're gonna go ahead and replace this. After we're done replacing it, see if anything changes as far as vibrations go, because if it doesn't, then something else is going on, but if it does, then we're gonna be excited. So let's go ahead, get it done. So I mistakenly hit time-lapse mode instead of just recording it regularly, so I just wanted to walk you guys through what I was doing. So I noticed that the bolts for the underside for the engine mount side were kind of loose, so I did this technique where you put 2 nuts together and you tighten them toward each other, and then that makes it so that you can tighten the bolt, and it's just a technique you use, so I used it here. I don't know why, but the footage of me taking the mount out, I don't know where it went, but pretty simple to put it back in. Pretty much you are going to hand tight each bolt on the fender wall, and then you're gonna go ahead and get all the bolts threaded in, and then as soon as you get all the bolts threaded in while they're hand tight, you're gonna go ahead and tighten all of them down. Just get them tight, snug. I used a long handle ratchet here just to make sure that all of them were as tight as possible. I didn't want to strip any of them, so as soon as they were tight with the long handle ratchet, I knew they were going to be nice and snug. The best way of getting the 2 bolts that are underneath are going to be going underneath the car to get those bolts done, and then that's going to be how you get them done. So let's get back to it. I love when things work out so well. So as you can hear, we are good. There's no vibrations at all, and that engine mount was messed up so bad. And I will show you exactly what happened to the other engine mount as soon as I turn the car off, because that was bad. That was real bad. It was not good at all. So this right here, as you can see, this engine mount was toasted. Didn't have any more grip in this mount, and so because of that, it was just vibrating the car so much. So got it out, we're good on that. Got the new one in. The rear one, I'm not seeing any forward or backward movement, so the rear engine mount might be going out too, as well as the front one, but it's not affecting anything. So because of that, I'm not going to go ahead and install that rear one, because the rear one, you have to, from what I can tell, you have to drop the subframe, and that also means that you have to drop the rack and pinion, because the rack and pinion is connected to the subframe. I could probably take the rack and pinion off and unbolt it, but I don't really want to do that, because I just want to make sure that this car doesn't vibrate as much. And right off the bat, with the new engine mount in, I can tell it's way better. So really stoked that that helped and that fixed it. So we messed up a little bit, and I can, well, tell you guys with confidence that I made a boo-boo, and I already have the parts coming to make it work, but I'm gonna tell you right now what's going on. So let's go ahead and let me explain to you guys what's going on real quick. All right, so the new wheels that I picked up, I was very excited to get them, and I think I was a little too excited. Unfortunately, they are right in front of me, and the thing is, I'm not going to show you guys them just yet until the part comes in that I need, because I just want to do a whole reveal on them, because I'm really excited about these, or I was really excited about these until this minor issue happened. But I will show you guys this at least. So on the box for the wheels that it came with, I noticed that on 3 of the boxes there was writing on them, and I didn't think much of it because, one, I trusted the seller, which I will never do again. I'm always going to trust the facts and actually look at the evidence of what might happen, and this won't ever happen again with me because I know what to look for now. So I looked at the box, and 3 of the boxes had writing on it, like someone scribbled on it like so. So 3 of the boxes had this right here, which says 5 by, and there's a 0 right there, so I was assuming that it was 5 by 100. However, on one of the boxes, this box in particular right here, it does not say 5 by 100. It says 5 by 108. And the problem is that I cannot run these, unfortunately, because they do not fit on the car, because the bolt pattern is not the same. And I thought I was not going to run into this issue because that's what happened on the last wheels, which are actually right here. These are the wheels that we were running before, but these wheels are extremely heavy. Like, they're just super heavy, and that was making my gas mileage goes down, and in a daily I couldn't have that. Like, that just wasn't okay. So I already got spacers for these, which was 5 by 100 to 5 by 114.3, because these are Lexus / 350Z. Like, they are the newer, more stronger bolt pattern, because 5 by 100 is kind of a weak spec. The Matrixes, like the Corollas, as well as the FRSs, all have 5 by 100. And so, you know what, I'm not upset. Like, I am bummed, but I'm not upset because we already got the wheel adapters coming in. It's going to be the same company that I got the other ones. And the good thing is, though, is that these wheels are so much lighter, especially with the tires on. They're so much lighter, and they are 18 by 8. If you can see right here, they are 18 by 8. So the minimum you can get is 1 inch. So because of that, all the wheels are going to be 18 by 9 squared, which is not going to be bad. These wheels clear every other way. So the only thing we have to do is get the adapters, which I'm kind of bummed about because I didn't want to run adapters. That was the whole reason why I wanted to get these wheels. But, you know, you live and you learn. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get those adapters in. And then I'm going to show you the car with the wheels. I'm really excited to show you guys because it's been a lot of a tease. I know you guys know that it's been a tease, but like, it's been a tease for me too, because, you know, if it's not one thing, it's another. Trying to get these wheels balanced, trying to find the time to fit that in, and then also just putting it up onto the hub and it not working really bummed me out. But it's okay because, you know, like I said, you have to go through these experiences to learn, and I should have known, and I should have read the boxes instead of being just so excited and, you know, not paying attention, because that's what happens when you get excited about stuff like this. I am happy to say, and this is kind of like where everything makes sense in my head, but I checked these wheels out on Fitment Industries, and these wheels brand new to my doorstep would have been about the same amount of money that I paid for the wheels, for the tires, for the mount, and also for the wheel adapters. So I'm in about the same amount. And yes, it sucks that this happened, but like I said, it is what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and get these wheels mounted onto the car as soon as those wheel adapters come in. And then also, this whole area needs to be cleaned up. So I think what I'm gonna do is I have to clean this area up to do the modification to the lower grill, for the TRD lower grill. So I think what we're gonna do for the rest of this video is put the camera down, clean this area up, and also kind of refamiliar myself with the JZ block and the head, because I also want to get that going for the winter. I want to give you guys as much good content as possible with rebuilding the engine, plus just this monstrosity of parts needs to go somewhere. You know what? Instead of a time lapse, I think I owe you guys a good snap. In 3, 2, 1. we're almost there. Still gotta do this whole section right here and this all into there, which also want to let you guys know we did get a new wrench set. This thing is sick, and yeah, I got it so I could replace all of these ones, which are now going to be my backup set. So let me put you guys down real quick and put all this stuff in here, because we have some really exciting things that we're doing real quick, and I will probably, well, I think I'm going to show you that all in one other video. So let me go ahead and clean all this up. Sneak peek is going to be right over here. So we got our TRD grill right here, and then we also have our CAD, which is the cardboard aided design. So we're going to go ahead and take all of this and make something cool. So let's go ahead and clean the rest of this, and we're gonna go ahead and hop into that in the next video. But I want to clean up all of this stuff and make everything look nice, because it's been a while since we've done that, and also I need to find a place to put all of this stuff, as we are going to be putting it into the matrix later, but not today. So let's go ahead and get all of this stuff done. Alright, so we have everything back to where it needs to be. We have all the tools back where they need to be. I'm not really missing too much, so stoked on that. And we got all of the icon wrenches in, so can't wait to use those. Very excited about that. So before we end today's video, I wanted to kind of go over exactly how you would go about figuring out if you need engine mounts or transmission mounts. So what you want to look for is vibrations. The engine's going to be vibrating the entire time because it's rotating internally. So those vibrations are going to be dampened by the engine and transmission mount. And what you really want to hear for is if one of your engine mounts are going out, either your transmission mount or your engine mount, it's going to send vibrations to the fenders, and you'll really be able to feel it in the driver's seat, where once the engine turns on, you're going to hear kind of like a low rumble, as well as your steering wheel will shake, because especially the transmission mount, it will shake the steering wheel because the steering shaft is right underneath it, it's coming down. And then a good way of noticing if your front or rear mount is going out is your engine, when you go to rev the motor, if the engine itself moves forward and backwards, like it moves that way or this way excessively, that's when you know your rear engine mount or your front engine mount is going out, because that bushing or that mount is not dampening enough, but also that's a good indication that your bushing is actually going out in the front and rear. The rear is going to be a little bit easier to see because the engine will actually push backwards. The front one you'll be able to notice because it won't push backwards as much, but it's going to push forward. So that's a good indication to tell you whether the front or rear is going to be out. The reason why I have not changed the front or rear yet is because my engine's not moving back and forth like that. My entire idea on rebuilding this car is rebuilding as the problems come, because I want to show you guys that not every single thing has to be changed doing things yourself on a vehicle, because not everything goes out at the same time. Basically, when it comes to engine mounts, the vibrations of the engine mounts are going to cause the other engine mounts to go out. They all work in harmony, and when one goes out, the stress that mount usually takes gets transferred to the other one. Thankfully though, this car only has seen highway mileage before I received it, and because of that, the engine mounts didn't go as quickly. But I did feel a lot of vibration at idle, and I heard it from the passenger side. So naturally, I wanted to make sure that I replaced that so that if anything else goes wrong, it will have less stress on it, if that makes sense. And then whenever it goes out, I will be able to work on it. The engine and transmission mount are a lot easier to get to than the rear mount that's down there. The older Honda Civics with the D and B series, the transmission mount will be on the passenger side. However, on most K series, as well as the 2ZZ and 1ZZ, the transmission mount is going to be underneath the airbox. And I will link the video of me replacing that up here so you can check it out. Hopefully that helps you guys. I feel like doing anything on your car DIY saves you not only money, but also I feel like all the DIY things that you can do yourself will help you learn your car and help you get more knowledgeable so that next time something goes out, you can feel for it. I'm gonna end this video here because I am freezing cold. The sun's gone down and I am shivering. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys haven't already, definitely join the channel by subscribing. It is totally free for this month only. Just kidding, it's always free. But definitely smash that like button and subscribe because it helps this channel grow. We already hit 1,000 subscribers and I cannot wait to announce what we're gonna do for the 1,000 sub giveaway. It's gonna be a good one, so don't miss out on that. I will have all that information coming soon to my Instagram. Follow my personal Instagram as well as Hammer Down Restorations, all of them, because I'm probably going to be doing the giveaway announcement on that platform, on that account. So go ahead and check that out, give me a follow on that, and I definitely appreciate it for sure. And like this video, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys again, mahalos, and always remember, never forget, always stay positive and stay true who you are. Till next time, guys, shoots, yes sir, gee, peace.